The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This episode of Good Times with Mo, the podcast, is brought to you by Globe.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The biggest, most outrageous online show in Philippine history.
20 million fucking downloads.
Interactive in 35 countries. Mo is back with a vengeance in Season 2. Bigger, better, badder.
Let's start off with an international call. Yesterday we took a call from India. Tonight it's Canada.
Nice.
Let's go to Ireland. Where in Ireland are you?
Well, I'm in Dublin.
Some people say that I'm a bad guy. They may be right.
Let's go to Afghanistan. Holy shit, are you fucking really in Afghanistan?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Florida. What's up?
I just found your show today, and I think it's great.
Live from Hollywood and at the Beyond the Box studios in One Rockwell, Makati. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2. The Bigger, Better, Badder podcast. Your questions about love, life, sex.
More sex.
Are all answered and occasionally made fun of here. And now, the man who loves women and dudes, but not in the same way. The Philippine genius, DJ Mo Twister.
All right, welcome to the podcast on this Monday night. It is the 18th of November, 2013. Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954, Skype, the Good Times Podcast. You can text us at 0927-214-1981. My name is Mo, and it's nice to have you guys here, wherever you downloaded this from. We appreciate it very much as we kick off another week of podcasting. And please, let's welcome back. We haven't seen her in the longest time. She is... the most familiar voice, probably, aside from mine, on the show. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to bring her back home. Good evening, Bianca Valerio.
Hi, everyone. I missed everyone, and I missed you, Mo. Like, seriously, I really missed you.
Well, you don't miss me that much. I'll tell you why. Because this is the second time we're trying to record this episode. We had a brownout like 30 minutes ago, and we did this whole...
I was going to say, are we allowed to talk about the brownout? It's like Groundhog Day.
That's right. So this is actually our second try at recording this, which makes it very awkward. But we'll push through, I guess. So we were doing a whole recap of what you were up to this whole month, and now I feel weird if we did it again because
it's
so
a little
rehearsed,
weird. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk a little bit later. I know you came back from Europe. You were there for a month, so I hope that was good to you. You know what we were supposed to do today? We were supposed to have Forbidden Questions today with Bernard Palanca.
I know. Trust me, I was shitting in my pants when I found out.
Well, here's the thing. It's funny because I was like, okay, well, Bernard Palanca is going to be here for Forbidden Questions. I asked the staff, can you ask Bianca if she's okay with that? Because we've had females do the Forbidden Questions recently, but when it comes to the males, those when the dares get a little bit more graphic. Like
I'm sure.
Like, for example, he's gonna have to pull out his dick, and I don't know if you're gonna be comfortable with looking at it, but it's gonna be right there. I mean, you don't have to touch it, but he's gonna pull out his dick.
It's
that's mandatory.
Okay. I would rather see yours. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah,
like, I need to be loyal to your penis.
You're gonna deny that you have?
Only.
No, No,
it's Mo's penis or nothing at all.
Would you be okay with something like that? Like if he had to, just look at it?
Okay, I mean, to be honest, for the sake of entertainment, because I don't want... I mean, let's be honest. The whole Ellen Adarna episode, my saying no was just as controversial as her doing whatever she did. And
yes,
I want to support the happiness of our viewers, right?
Thank you.
So if it means that there is somebody else to fill in for me because she wants to see some cock, I'm all for it.
It's not about wanting to see cock. It's that
willing.
Cock will be seen.
It's willing to, So, I just can't do it, man.
What?
I can't do it.
It's a body part.
I know that. I have a vagina. I look at it every day, but
it's just a body part.
It's just
why
can't we make it like the time when Susie and Kat were here, where I was like the tallier, and then Susie was the one who looked at Kat's boobs? Come on, man. I have a kid.
I wonder if Bernard Palanca has a skinny penis. Because he's very thin also.
No, they
I think he's
actually
got a
say
long,
that the
skinny
skinny
one.
guys, I could be
They're big
wrong.
fat.
They say
Yeah.
that the ones who are skinny have the bigger, longer dicks. I wonder.
Well, like for example, I hear Rico Blanco has a big dick, but it's thick. It's like big, thick dick, and it's weird because he's such a skinny kind of. He's not frail, but
Yeah.
he's thin built.
Or
But
maybe
most
it's
of the
because
girls
it's
that I
an
know that have
illusion
slept with him-
because they are thinner that it makes it look bigger. I don't know.
Perhaps. There you
Perhaps,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. No, yeah, that's right. And that's why maybe the fat guys have small dick. They say when you're a fat guy, you got a really small dick. It's because there's so
Exactly.
much weight around that that it makes it actually look. Like sometimes when you have a tree branch, it's not that impressive when there's a lot of leaves and bushiness to it. You kind of look small.
Which is why I am all for trimming. I'm all
That's
for
right.
trimming or for shaving, waxing, whatever you guys want to do with it, because all that shadowing, all
That's
that
right.
paraphernalia will just make your
So-
schlong look smaller.
So does your pussy look bigger when you shave it off? Like all the time?
I wouldn't say bigger, but maybe it's more pronounced.
Yeah, more in your face. Yeah, that uppercut
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
you can actually see the uppercut.
Uppercut,
a little bit.
parang jab lang, diba?
Yeah, that's right. That's all. The what is it? The vertical smile is
the peach,
right there. In
right?
your face.
For
That's
those
right.
that
Right there.
you know that song back in the 90s, move into the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. So obviously, I'm saying it wrong, but
Sure.
a lot of people thought it was just like some cheesy, like at that time, alternative
fruit.
country. Exactly, but people don't realize that it was about vaginas, because another term for vagina is peach. Because if you look at the peach with the whole like dimple on it, it kind of looks like
Looks like a veg.
it looks
Yeah.
like a vag.
I see where you're at. Gotcha. All right, good stuff. Hey, it's Good
Okay.
Times with All the Podcast. Let's talk about your vag. 478-7954. Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us 0927-214-1981. You know the drill. Love problems, life problems, sex questions. You throw it out our way. We'll do our best to try to help you out on that. So
Yeah,
let's
you know,
start with Liddell.
I do want to
Yeah, go.
say, I do want to say this because, I think it's also good that we're a little, maybe I wasn't here for the past episodes, but, with all that's happened with Yolanda and Hayan and all that. And, some people might say it's being insensitive that we're talking about whatever, like all these humorous things. But I'm looking at it also from a perspective of it is sad that that the what's happening in Tacloban and in Coron and all these places, but we also can't neglect the fact that there are still people every day who have also their share of their own problems. And if we can, Mo and I can just add a little more comfort to everyday things and to everyday people to make the burden less worrisome, I think that's what we're here for. So
Yeah, I really believe that. And, obviously, you don't want to be insensitive, but,
yeah.
you eventually the show has to go on. We did
Yes.
take a couple days off and stuff like that,
Yes.
in and around the typhoon time, and as we do always and
Yes.
regularly.
Yeah.
But, we can't take a month off, until the relief efforts
Right.
are done. So, what we can do, though, is every now and then is talk about the relief efforts.
Yes.
Talk about take 10 minutes of every show and kind of update people. We can always do things like that. We can talk about it as an issue. I mean, we can do Anderson versus Karina. I mean,
Yeah.
it could still be relevant to.
And I think
to the
it's
tragedy
also a good
and
thing,
stuff like that.
programs like this or other programs that have a lot of humor in it. Sometimes it is, they say laughter is the best medicine. I mean, call it consuelo de bobo. But sometimes in times of adversity, whether the problem is so small or so great, sometimes it is nice to be around something positive, something that, that even if it's so babao, that a joke or whatnot, but something, to kind of make you smile, even just for a moment, is still better than nothing at all. Right?
I've got a question because we did
Yeah.
this last. Was it Thursday when Kat was here? Which
Okay.
was posting Instagram. We actually had a topic for the podcast.
Yes, I
Aside
saw
from all
the
the
tweet
phone
about
calls
that, yeah.
and stuff like that. So I was thinking maybe we can do something like that, like a topic. It doesn't obviously have to be about the typhoon, but I think maybe aside from taking love problems, life problems, these
Topic
questions,
of
we can throw
interest,
a
right?
topic.
Yeah.
We can throw a topic out there where people can call in about specifically for that.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be kind of cool. So let me try to cook up a topic. Maybe after one phone call, I'll get my mind working right now. And then we'll post that and see if we can generate some phone calls.
Because I think sometimes there are some people who are afraid to call because they think that their problem is so different from everybody else's. But if you can kind of cluster it, then maybe it gives them more courage or whatnot, right? So
gotcha. All right, so let's get to it.
Okay.
Well, let's take the regular calls for now because they've been on hold for over an hour.
Forever.
Let's start with Rodel here. Rodel, you are from Cubao, 25 years old, if I'm not mistaken, online. So, wait a minute. Sorry, we have a cell phone call on line 1 that we should take first because they've been on hold longer. Hold on, Rodel. We'll take you in a bit. Let's go to line 1 and talk to Rafaela, who's 23 in Makati. Sorry about that, Rodel. Line 1 first. Rafaela.
Hello.
What's up, baby? Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
How can we help you,
okay,
sweetheart?
So, hello?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, my question, well, let me tell you what happened. I'm going to start with my really petty problem. I hope you guys are not tired of hearing about Facebook.
No, don't worry about it. We'll take anything here. Let's just have fun.
Anyways.
What do you got?
So anyways, I've been with my boyfriend for almost 2 years already, and, just recently, not recently, maybe like a few months ago, and he went on my phone to check his Facebook, and then he left it there on. He forgot to log out, and then the next morning I checked my phone to check my Facebook, and then I realized I was in his account, right, and then
By the way, time out. I'm going to cut you off. Real quick. Is there no greater feeling, boyfriends, girlfriends out there right now? This has not happened to me, but I can almost assume and put myself in your situation. Is there no greater feeling in the fucking world than when you get on a computer and you found out your boyfriend and your girlfriend forgot to log out? It's like you almost feel like you've just discovered the greatest thing because now all of that desire to snoop can come to a reality.
Exactly.
Isn't it just the greatest fucking feeling? Like, oh, babe, I'm going to borrow your laptop real quick. They borrow it, and then, putang ina, you just realize, like, a couple hours later, oh my God, they left their fucking account open. Now I'm going to read every fucking thing there. It must feel awesome.
If you're the paranoid girlfriend or boyfriend. For sure.
Yeah, all right,
for
anyway,
sure.
continue. Go ahead.
Okay.
So he left the fucking Facebook on.
Yeah, so then I see like this activity log thing on Facebook that I've never seen before. It was so timely that I saw that, and then I was snooping around, and then I wasn't thinking of anything like that or anything.
Yeah,
anyway,
it was a very
I saw
innocent thing. Yeah.
Search history, and I saw that he was like searching this one friend of mine, like all the time. And I was like, what? You know, I was like,
well, let's get to it. Is your friend really hot?
It would have been okay for me to see that if he was like searching all these different girls, you know, it would have been fine, no, seriously. But then it was just this one person, and it was my friend.
And he actually knows her? Does he know her?
Yeah, yeah. We're friends.
Okay, well, here's is she really hot?
Okay.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Well,
no, is she really hot? Maybe not. I mean, is she...
Okay, well...
do they hang out together often? Is it one of those, like, he just knows her, or he actually hangs out with her? I mean, because of you, you know what I mean?
Like, knows her even before me, way before me.
Okay,
like, they went to school together.
Did you check his, like, messages, his personal messages? Are they sending messages to each other?
No, they didn't have any messages going on.
Okay, here's the thing.
It's really weird for me that, you know, and you know how it has, like, the time on the thing?
The time, okay, the time,
yeah. It's, like, every day, like, three times a day. Like, why would you do that?
Okay, listen, here's my thing, though. If there are no messages to each other...
Yeah.
I see where you're at. I see why your mind's a little bit bothered.
There's suspicion,
and
yes.
If I was a betting man, I would say he kind of has a crush on this girl. But at the same time, you can't really act upon it yet. It's not enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's not enough.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me just continue.
Sure.
Okay.
I already talked to him about it. I actually cornered him about it.
Jesus.
Because I couldn't so what I called for is basically to ask you, like, I don't know, because I don't really know where I am at anymore with my like feelings with him as far as like trusting him and everything. Like I know he didn't do anything so grave that he cheated on me or whatever, but
Right.
I feel like I trust him less.
Okay.
in a way.
Because of this incident?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what was his explanation on why he was constantly looking at her profile page?
It's really bad. It's what you guys
Go.
do.
What do you mean? Go. What did he say?
Hold on.
He was doing it for.
Can you make it louder?
Because he,
Yeah, and can you guys shut the fuck up in the
I
background,
know,
please?
like I can't hear anything.
What the fuck, man?
like he.
I don't know if I'm hearing people. You know what it is? Well, time out. Raphael, shut up real quick. Hold on. Hey, be quiet. You know what it is? This girl is fucking hot. And Pico here has been sending me DM after DM on Twitter how good looking this Rafaela girl is, and he can't control himself in the background, and he's creating all this fucking noise. Put him
No
on the
wonder.
goddamn microphone
I was
right
thinking,
now.
like,
Pico, get on the
they're
fucking
so
microphone right now.
noisy.
God damn it. Can you shut up, please? I know she's really good looking. I'm going to get to that part when I ask her if she's super hot. But can you just put yourself together, please?
Yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, look, you know how many messages I've received? I'm trying to be professional and care about this girl's boyfriend issues.
God.
I will get to the part where she's super hot and we should.
She sounds cute. She sounds cute for sure.
She's really pretty. She's this girl on the phone. Fuck, she's really pretty. She actually looks.
Oh my God,
like
you're so pretty.
Yeah, she looks a lot.
I'm looking
like
at your
you,
photo
Bianca.
right now. You got good hair, girl.
Yeah, no, and she's
Hashtag
great face.
just
Look,
saying.
look at the photo.
No, I mean,
of her.
other than
no,
her
listen,
face,
Pico, show Bianca the photo of where she's lying down in the bed.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Is this really happening?
well,
It's really happening.
you're super hot, right?
Yeah.
Raphael, hold on, shut up.
You're a cutie.
I'm not done reprimanding the staff. Be quiet. Pico,
Yes.
please put your dick away. Just look at the photo. Yes, I know she's pretty. You don't have to send me message after message that she's hot. And even more importantly, when we're talking to her on air, can you please at least
show some sensitivity?
Right, like you've had sex in the past week and you're playing it cool, okay? And not some sort of like rabid.
Okay.
You sound like you're loudly masturbating back. We can't even understand a word she's saying because of you. Please. And Ange, you're not off the hook either. You and your lesbo ways. I saw you guys. I can hear you getting wet in the background. Can you please?
No, seriously, the whole staff is just like fussing around the computer, and I couldn't understand why. Okay, now
Put your
I get
hand
it.
on some sort of volume control and off of your dick, please. Thank you, Pico. I'm trying to talk to this girl, okay?
Okay.
And we will encourage her to break up with her boyfriend, as you have requested. But first, we need to pretend we're a little bit professional, okay? Thank you, Dick. Now move.
Okay.
Rafaela, sorry, back to you.
Hello.
Yeah, your boyfriend's an asshole. Totally. No. Okay, yeah. So when you asked him why was he looking at the profile photo, and all that, what did he say?
Well, okay, I'll break it down. He basically said he was using the pictures like whack off.
To what?
And
to jack
for
off.
me, what?
So he was actually honest with you that he uses her photo to jack
actually
off.
Honest with me. So I think
What
it's
a
a big
stupid
thing
ass.
that he actually told me why, but I don't know. I don't think I can live with it.
Yeah, Rafaela, initially...
I'm so sorry, but I'm going to pull a Mo right here. Could you, message one of these people here in the studio via Skype the name of this girl? And we're going to check her out right now if this photo is
It's not her
whackable
fault.
too. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, we want to know if she's hot enough. Okay, fine. But let's get to this. Rafaela, here's the thing. Initially, when I heard this story, I was saying that you are... I understand why you're a little concerned, but I don't think it's something that can be pursued because it's so innocent at this level. So you're overreacting.
But
I'm
given
gonna
the
go ahead and-
developments,
I'm going to go ahead and retract that opinion and that frame of thought and think, when your boyfriend is ballsy enough, he couldn't even lie about it. I'd actually would have respected him more if he lied than told the truth. But he told the truth, and he said he masturbates to your friend's photo regularly, like 3 times a day. Then I completely get what you're at. Now, is it still a breakupable offense?
Yeah, because I feel like, oh my gosh, is there something wrong with me? that
Well,
he
no,
has
no, no, no,
No, no,
my
no, no,
friend's
love.
photo.
Yeah.
No, listen, you're perfectly fine. But is it still a breakupable offense? I mean, let's really break this down here. Did he cheat on her? No. Was he honest with her? Yes. Do guys masturbate even if they have hot girlfriends? Of course they do.
Yeah.
So
but I have a
Bianca,
question though. Is this the first time that he's ever done something to do something that you would not trust him or to abuse your trust?
Yes.
This is not a break of trust, though.
No, I'm just saying that is this the first time he's ever done something like this, at least that she's aware
Well,
of?
let me ask this question, and this might be a little bit more relevant. Is your boyfriend open about him and his masturbatorial habits with you? Does he talk about masturbation with you, or was this the first time?
We are both open about it.
Okay, so...
Okay, so since he was honest with you, was he doing it? Was he telling you in such a way that just a matter of fact, or was he actually sorry about it?
It was hard for him to say, but it was honest truth, and
Yeah, so let's get to the issue. Yeah. Is this something that she can? Is this worthy of feeling bad?
Because I find myself like, okay, I think I might have forgiven you, but sometimes it haunts me. Like, it's just on a good day, I can be like, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I get reminded of it, and then...
Yeah.
Sometimes,
because technically he didn't...
Here's what it is.
Yeah.
And considering that I'm on Facebook every day, and then...
No, Rafaela, here's what it is.
When I hit that activity log, it's just like, boom.
Okay, baby, listen. Yeah. Here's what I think is going on here. You're an attractive girl. You're a very attractive girl. Like, there's hot, and then there's, like, hot, and you're hot.
I can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now, dear?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You're an attractive female, and sometimes really hot chicks get hit harder when they find out their guys are masturbating to other hot chicks who they know. Because they get to this point where, like, oh my God, I'm hot. Like, why would this happen to me? Like, I mean, you don't like outright say it, but there's something in you that can't comprehend this. While ugly chicks, sorry ugly chicks, but this is just the way it is. They know their boy. They know they're not too hot, and their boyfriend's probably masturbating uncontrollably to super hot chicks at the office, on television, from high school, and it's kind of a reality. And you're having a hard time dealing with the reality that while, yes, you are really good looking, your boyfriend still needs to jack off. And he's going to jack off to people he likes. Does he like your friend? Probably. Is it enough to break up with him, though? I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah. That's what I want Bianca and I to get to the bottom of. It's like, is this something really worthy of your feeling bad?
Because here's the thing, because it's one, like Mo said, it's like gotta give him props for actually being honest with you, but at the same time you're thinking because he was honest with you, you're never gonna look at him the same way. So if you're gonna stay with him, I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to really suck it up and trust him and try to move on from it.
Okay, that's a decision that she's going to make. My thing is, should she break up?
Like how he might be better at hiding things.
Yeah, that's the thing, because what's going to happen is, for example, let's just say, for example, he really did change and he really realized, what am I doing? This is her friend. I shouldn't be doing. Let's say he really wanted to do better.
That's not going to happen, though.
I know. I'm just saying. We're
wasting time.
The true enemy that's going to happen is the paranoia in you, because no matter how much you try to the trauma's been there already. You look at Facebook, there are certain words there, so I'm just saying that if you can't get past that, it's just going to destroy your relationship. Do you know what I mean? You guys are just going to end up fighting.
Yeah, I know exactly. I do want to. I want to get past it. I want to forget it, but I just don't know how. Like, I don't know how.
All right, here's the thing, Rafaela. Here's what it is, love. If whether it be this incident or something else, if you're at this point when you're young, when you're 23, and you get to a point for whatever reason that you're doubting him or that you're not as happy anymore or this is bothering you, you know what you do? You pull that trigger and you break up. Like that's why we're so pro breakup on the show, is because when you're young, again, if you called and you were 33. different outlook. I'd be like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. You know, I don't think, you know, this, you should act upon this. This is just a guy, and his relationship with his dick is different from any other relationship he has in his life, and don't worry about it. But if you're 23 and you're as hot as you are, and you are really good looking, Rafaela,
it's not like you don't have a lot of options.
Yeah, any little hiccup like this, if you want to break up, you have our blessing. No worries.
Well,
if it's bothering you, if it's bothering you, pull that trigger and on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just common sense. I'm not saying it's the easiest thing, but to say that it's common sense that you say you want to get over it. So for me, why would you want to be in front of that thing or that person that will be a constant reminder of what bothers you? You have to detach yourself from that so that you can move on and get past it, right? I mean,
it's funny because I want to know how many guys out there have actually had a relationship end because of masturbation. Like,
I mean, for me, if my boyfriend, let's say, or some guy I'm seeing is masturbating, let's say to Giselle Bundchen, I'd even understand and be like, okay, I get it. I can see why you're masturbating to her. But it hurts more. But you know that that's like an aspiration. It's something that maybe will never happen in their lifetime. But knowing that it's someone you know and it's your friend, it mas masakit yun sa ego, diba? The pride, for sure.
But again, with my point, like, it was just with this one person. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, if it was like different girls, you know, heck, I even join you and whatever.
Look at Pico's face, like, yeah, man.
Okay, Pico, wait, time out. Pico, you are now allowed to lose your mind in the background. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Please, feel free. Go. Come on, go crazy. That was an awesome line. I'd even join him. Yeah, continue, Rafaela. Sorry. You can't, listen, Rafaela, you can't say these incredibly awesome lines and not expect us to lose our mind, okay? So please be wary of that next time. We're gonna lose control of the show when you start saying, I'll masturbate to hot chicks with my boyfriend too. Yeah, don't do that. It's bad for the program. Okay, here's the thing. Again, back to ultimately, in summary, as long as we want to keep you on the show because, you know, we love attractive people, we have to go. My thing is this. If your boyfriend masturbates to a friend of yours, all of you girls, it's okay. Really, it is. If he masturbates or checks her profile 3 times a day, which he has been doing, that is a big red flag.
Yeah.
And if I was, again, a betting man, I would bet that your boyfriend likes this girl. Now,
and if he had a chance, he would do more than that. If he had a chance.
You can do whatever you want with that information. But he should not be looking at her profile 3 times a day or every day, for that matter, at all. If he does it 1 time, 2 times, I get it, fine. But if you saw in his history log that it's a habitual, almost obsessive kind of thing, then definitely red flag. And a person as young and incredibly good looking as you are shouldn't be taking that shit. And you have our blessing to break up with him and move on to the next one. No problem.
Yeah, you're better off, love. You're better off. Yeah. And don't doubt yourself. Don't think that there's something wrong with you.
What's your breast cup size? Cup size. Come on, please.
Jesus.
Just for our own. Please. You know, a lot of these are headshots.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Rafaela, cool. Cup size on you. What do you got? B cup? I predict a B cup.
Yes. No. Sometimes a C.
Pico.
It depends on the brand. It depends on the brand.
Well, it depends on what month. What day of the month.
Or what day of the month. That's right.
Nice.
That's right.
All right. Hey, you're good looking, man. Hey, listen, send me a tweet. I want to follow you on Twitter. Okay? We have a little DM relationship, you and I.
Well, you're such a loser. I swear.
Dude, did you see? Okay, listen. She's got really good-looking photos. But did you see the photo where she's like looking into the laptop and she's kind of leaning with her arm on her?
Saw.
Wow, what a face on this girl.
No,
what a face.
Would you jack off to her?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, great. That just made her
totally,
night.
Rafaela. To an extent, I'll jack off to you later today. After the show.
He'll pencil it in. Yeah. That's how
And then
small
I'm
his
gonna
penis is. It's a pencil.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to print out your photo, and then if I can just ejaculate around your neck.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No.
Just the neck area.
No.
I won't fuck up the hair. Just right under your chin. All right, baby. Thanks for the call.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, so here's my question, Mo. You know, I'm sure a lot of girls, you know, we wanted to extend this phone call, but coming from a girl asking a guy, why do you think if she's
Asking her
such
to
a
love him.
babe, like why if
Yeah.
she's such a babe, obviously, why do you think what was it about the girl? Do you think it's because it's really a physical thing, or it's because maybe it's more like
Well,
you know how
see,
some
'cause-
guys cheat because sometimes their partner emasculates them, or you know, like why? I'm
No.
no.
Well, I mean, you have to understand that it doesn't matter if I'm dating. Who's the hottest girl in town right now?
Ann
let's take
Curtis.
Yolanda. Ann Curtis, whatever. You're going to tell me that Erwan doesn't masturbate on the side? Of course he masturbates on the side. If you're dating a hot chick, it doesn't matter. You'll still masturbate. And to an extent, you might even masturbate to a girl who's not as good looking as your girlfriend. Because it's different. You have to separate the two. And that's why it's almost comic that you have this girl contemplating breaking up or saying that she no longer trusts her boyfriend over a masturbation episode.
No, but I'm asking, like, why? I mean, yes, you have your physical needs, but why not your girlfriend? I mean, why the friend? I mean, I'm just trying to understand the psychology behind
it's
it.
variety without cheating.
It's like still safe ground, I guess, right?
Yeah,
there's
and
no
it's supposed
physical.
to be secret ground. Like, why would? First of all, why is her boyfriend admitting to the fact that she's masturbating to her friend's photo? Of course she's going to feel bad. See, that's why I don't think he deserves this girl. Is because a guy that dumb should not be dating a girl this hot.
So
Now,
you're
if he
thinking
lied-
him being honest wasn't actually an honorable
was
thing?
a
It was just him
stupid
being a
move.
dumbass.
Yeah, because that is dumbass
Pico.
behavior.
He's like, yeah, it's a stupid move.
It is a stupid move. Now, admitting you're cheating is one thing. I get that. Okay, that's honest and that could be admirable.
Yeah.
Admitting something that has to do with your masturbation habits and knowing that it's going to only cause conflict is stupid and unworthy of a girl this good looking.
Okay, here's my follow-up question that I'm sure a lot of people will ask. Would you consider that cheating?
No. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's a red
From
flag.
a guy's standpoint, yeah.
It's certainly not cheating. Of course not.
Because there's also emotional cheating. Obviously, this is not emotional cheating. So this would just be like you're saying, it's a red
This is
flag,
nothing.
but it has to be considered something.
The red flag part isn't the masturbating to your friend. The red flag is looking at your friend's profile picture 3 times a day and masturbating to it. That's the red flag. It's the almost obsession like mentality of 3 times a day, all day long.
It's the behavior. It's the pattern of behavior.
If Rafaela is in fact telling the truth and saying, I looked at his history every day 3 times, that's too much. Then there's something there.
Okay,
And
so
that's
it's the
where
pattern
the
of
red flag
behavior
goes
that's
up.
alarming.
It's the repetitive behavior
Okay.
that's alarming.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay.
But boy, is she good looking, right? She looks like
She is
you.
so, yeah, she's really
looks like you.
pretty. Yeah.
She
Is that
looks
really
like
her
you.
name? Just
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, it's really her
Oh,
name.
it's really her name. Okay.
Guys, find me her Twitter and
Because this is the first time that I've ever worked here where the staff was so noisy. I had to ask Pico to actually
Yeah.
raise the level of
we're really
because I
talking
could not
artistahin.
hear you guys. I'm like, what the fuck?
legit celebrity quality there. Let's take a break. God, I got to think of a topic to discuss here for tonight, and I promise you I'll have it when we return. It's Good Times Mo, the podcast, season 2, brought to you by Globe, phone number 478-7954, Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us 0927-214-1981. Back with more of your calls after this. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it, and you should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but
wait.
Have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay. Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time?
Okay, we're gonna do 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered. Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast and visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the podcast here Monday night. Good Times with Mo, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Again, our phone number. I'll do it slower. I feel like I run right through it. Maybe people don't get a chance to write it down. 478-7954. Skype is the Good Times Podcast. Text 0927-214-1981. Bianca Valerio, welcome back, love.
Hi. See, at least our first caller
Twitter
today, certainly brighten up your day. Today you're saying that you're really dizzy. And why are you so dizzy, Mo? Are you feeling sick?
I got myself a PlayStation 4 over the weekend. And I get dizzy when I play these shooter games, Call of Duty, Battlefield, any kind of like fast movements.
AKA first world problems.
Yeah, motion sickness. I get really bad motion sickness. And I want to throw up and I feel sick. But I still play them because, they're great. And,
and I actually read somewhere that studies have shown that playing games like that is actually really good for the brain. It's really good exercise for the brain.
It
gives you a headache, but it's good exercise for the brain. For alertness and all those things.
Here, speaking of first world stuff, I have a topic that I want to throw out there.
Okay,
so here's the thing. Over the weekend, I posted a Instagram message regarding all of this typhoon stuff. Yes, I said that when I see a picture of another really awful situation, a dying child or a family displaced and stuff like that, it reminds me that if I ever see Juan Ponce Enrile, Bong Revilla, or Jingoy, I'm going to fucking punch them straight on the bridge of their nose. So I was saying this on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I said, and to all of my friends who are buddy-buddy with their children, fuck you too much. Not so much, but even too much. So my question that I want to ask here,
I did not
and maybe
see
we can
this
talk about
post, man.
Yeah, it's a good post.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good post. My question is this. Okay, so we can hate the people that do it, the ones who are actually involved, which is, your JPEs, your bongs, and your Jingoy in terms of corruption. Is it okay also to hate their children? And the reason why I say this, Bianca, is because many of my friends, like you, hang out with their fucking kids. And people that I look up to who look like good people, and they're very passionate about having a good country and all of this stuff. You read their Twitter account, you read their Instagram. Guess what? They're like, yeah, let's fight corruption. But guess what? You look through their Instagram account and they've got pictures standing next to Juan Ponce and Rila's kids or Bong's kids hanging out with these fucking people. Is it wrong to hate the children too?
Yeah, because I was going to say, because sometimes it's not like they were asked to be born to their parents. And sometimes there are some kids where, because for all you know, they are aware of what their parents have been capable of, that they want to be the opposite of that.
But are they and aren't they? Okay, here's the thing, though.
That's the point of contention.
See, this is why it's a big debate. It's like, okay, well, let me study this picture then. Where are you? Ooh, look, you're at Privé downing bottle after bottle of really expensive alcohol. So I'm not saying that you have not had a life for yourself and you couldn't have made that money for but let's see, you've enjoyed the fruits of their criminal ways.
Yeah.
Does that make me then hate you? And as unfair as this sounds, I will be the leader of the group that says, fuck yes. I fucking hate you too. I know you're not your father, but I fucking hate you too. Because I look at you and your high lifestyle and your fucking big time lifestyle, that is still, in the end, at least initially, was funded by your criminal parents.
Okay. Then maybe let's make it more specific about...
Wait, time out. Do you hang out with any of their children? Be fucking honest.
No, I'm being honest because I was thinking, no. Actually, no. I mean...
Okay, just checking.
Just to be, I'm sure I've met some of them, but like really hang out or friends, no. I mean, I'm swearing this on the internet, on iTunes.
No. Listen, hey, listen. You don't have to. I believe you. Don't worry about it. I just want to ask because I'm not really pertaining to you, but I do have a lot of friends who, in fact, are friends with their children.
No, because I was going to say, in relation to what you said, maybe let's be a little more specific because what if, not what if, you're saying that, is it okay to hate on the children of those corrupt politicians, but the children are living blatant life of like...
I want their children
because what if they're living their lives in utmost like devoting it to poverty?
Well, then okay, that's different.
Yeah,
of course I embrace that. It's not an absolute hatred for all their children.
Yeah.
Of course there's going to be a kid there that says, you know what, I don't agree with... here's what I want to see. I want to see one of their kids go, I don't agree with the way... I don't agree with my father's political philosophy, and I'm going to distance myself away from all of that because I don't want to be any part of it. Okay, yeah. You enjoyed the fruits of the crime, which you probably went to a high-end school and you probably have a car and all that stuff paid for by us. But okay, I get it, and that I'll get my mind around that. But for those that defend their parents still and go, oh, he's a good man and this and oh, fuck you so much, and 99% of them do that.
Okay, I have a follow-up question for you.
They still hang out with all you other friends of mine, celebrities who... Well, let's debate this later.
Okay.
That's the topic I want to throw
because
out there,
Rodell is dying on the other line.
Yeah, let's get Rodell on line 6. He's been on hold for fucking hour and a half. Rodell, line 6, 23, Cubao. I'm sorry, you've been on hold since fucking 9:30. It's already 11.
1954.
Yeah, hour and a half on hold. Sorry, buddy. What do you got?
Man.
Go.
Okay.
Hi, Bianca. I miss you.
Hi. Oh, I miss you too. I've never met you, but I'm sure I like you.
Yeah. Ganito kasi.
What's up?
Pwede naman mag-Tagalog, no?
Naman.
Of course.
Go lang, go.
Yeah. Kasi, OFW yung nanay ko dati. For 20 years.
Lovely.
And then, umuwi siya every 2 years. So, hindi ko siya masyadong makakasama. And then, kapag umuwi siya, tapos, syempre, tinatabihan niya ako. Nung bata ako, hinahawakan niya yung ulti ko or yung titi ko. Titignan niya.
She would touch your penis?
Yeah. Nung bata
Pero
ako,
ini-examine talaga or hinahawakan na may
parang
konting
ganun.
mali siya?
Hinahawakan niya, tapos inaano niya itlog, Ganon, titignan
Teka
niya
lang,
siguro kung
how-
may pubic na ako.
How old were you? Like when the last time this happened? Yung pinakahuling...
Ito nga yung problema ko kasi
sige. Go.
hanggang, yan. Yun na nga, every 2 years umuwi siya, tapos every time umuwi siya, ginagawa niya yun sa akin, tinitignan niya, tapos parang ini-examine. Ewan ko, nung bata ko, syempre parang gusto ko kasi parang, siguro tinitignan niya lang.
Kasi mommy ko
namimiss
siya,
niya ako.
ganon. Oo.
Oo, parang ganon. Habang tumanda na ako, hanggat nagka-pubic hair na nga ako, tinitignan niya pa din, ini-examine niya pa rin. Tapos, eto recently,
I don't
umuwi
hear
na siya
Pico
for
in the
good.
background again. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Go, continue. Sorry,
Can you
my
make
fault.
Rodel
Ayun,
louder?
umuwi na siya for good, yung nanay ko.
Okay.
Tapos, tumabi ako sa kanya nung Thursday, last Thursday.
Okay.
Tapos, first time ko tumabi sa kanya kasi nga, 23 na ako, tapos medyo, hindi pa kami masyadong close nga. Ginawa niya ulit sa akin. Tapos,
How old are you now?
23.
23.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ginawa niya ulit sa akin. Tapos, ang sa akin naman, parang bakit niya pa rin ginagawa sa akin?
Pero paano siya okay, I hope you don't mind. I would really love to translate this ever so quickly for all the people who can't understand. So basically, our caller, ever since he was a kid, his mom is an OFW or overseas foreign worker. So she would come home every 2 years. And ever since he was a kid, she would fondle his penis and play with his balls. And he would always say that she's checking it out, like, I guess, seeing if it's in a healthy state or whatever. So when he was young, he thought, like, that's what moms do. That's what they're supposed to do. But it came to a point where even when he already had pubic hair, she was still doing it. Until last Thursday, and when she's already here for good, she's still doing it. So our caller is a little
23
confused.
years old.
He's 23
Right.
years old, so he's very confused.
So, sorry, what's your question?
So, ano bang gagawin ko kasi nung ginawa niya, parang na-arouse din ako. Hindi ko na alam, baka sa susunod.
No, okay,
Ano
well,
nang
hold
magawa
on,
niya?
Rodel. Teka lang, Rodel. Let's just talk about Thursday. Okay, last Thursday. You're saying you're aroused. Does she hold your dick until you come, or how long is her hand on your penis?
Yeah, how does it happen? I mean, she just sits beside you in your bedroom and parang...
Well, let's get to my question specifically because it doesn't matter how it happens. Eventually, she finds her hand on his penis. Are you coming? Is my question.
Hindi. Kasi yun nga yung kinakatakot ko. Kasi ngayon, nung bata ako, syempre wala lang sa akin ngayon. Tinitigasan na ako pag ginagawa niya yun.
Wait, teka lang. Rodel, when you had an erection and your mom's hand is on your penis, what is she doing? Is she moving it up and down? Is she... Oh, you fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
We just lost him.
No,
Call
he'll
him
be back. He'll be
expeditiously
back. Okay,
because who cares how it gets there? My thing is, what is she doing with a hard dick in her?
No, because
I want to know
for
what she's
me,
doing with a
it's
hard
like
dick in her hand.
if I'm sure she just won't blatantly take off his pants. I'm sure maybe he'll say something like, "What are you doing, Mom?" or something. With regards to him getting turned on.
It's been doing. I mean, no, it's been happening for a while now. Hold on, do we have him back?
Okay. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, Rodel.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so when your penis is hard and your mom's hand is on it, what is she doing? Is she looking at it? Is she
jacking off? Like, is she jacking it off?
To Rafaela's friend's photo?
Nagigising na lang kasi ako. Nagigising na lang ako, yung kamay niya nasa shorts ko na. Tapos, nagsisimula ng tigasan. So, tinitignan ko din, inoobserban ko kung ano bang gagawin niya. Tapos, yun nga, hindi niya naman minamasturbate. Pero parang papunta na dun yung galaw. Alam mo yung papunta sa ilalim, sa shaft, sa ilalim ng balls, pag ganun na. So kapag papunta na dun sa,
so
sa
you're
move
getting
na yun, tinatanggal ko na yung kamay niya, tapos kunwari, nagsa-side view ako, papalayo sa kanya.
Yeah, that you're sleeping.
I'm sorry,
Awesome.
but you are being molested.
Yeah, you're being molested by your mom. And you have been for a very long time.
And she's doing it like you're sleeping and then she... okay. I have to say this, and I saw this on Oprah. Okay, so I'm not a doctor or anything, but I did see this on Oprah. She did a special on pedophiles, and specifically, it was also about a man where ever since he was young, up until I think he was 13 years old, he was being molested by his mom, and one of the reasons why he's still so shattered until today, he was crying on Oprah. He was saying, I don't understand because she's my mom. Why would I get aroused? I'm not supposed to get aroused. I don't understand. So that was the major issue there, that he couldn't forgive himself because he felt like he was a bad person for being aroused. And the doctor there that actually said, who was there, was saying, it's not your fault because technically it's a muscle. So it doesn't matter who holds it. I guess for some people, knowing it's a gay person or whatever, but for some people that no matter who it is, because it is a muscle, like it can't be helped. So it's not because he was saying, what kind of son am I that I'm enjoying it? Like, what kind of person does that make me? And Oprah and the doctor were saying it's not that you're enjoying it. It's just that because it's a bodily
It's a
function.
natural thing.
Yes.
Right.
So it's not
Okay.
because you're enjoying it. It just happens because that's what your body's supposed to do.
And is that your question, Rodel, or was that did you have something else to ask us?
Yun nga, ano bang gagawin ko? Sasabihin ko ba sa kanya? Or what will I do? Hindi ko alam. Kasi
Now, hold on. Do you
makulit.
have other siblings? Do you have another brother, sister, whatever?
Ako lang yung anak niya, and then wala yung father ko, hindi ko nakita. So kaming
Who do you
dalawa
live
lang.
with?
Sa tito ko dati, tapos ngayon bumili na siya ng bahay, so doon na kami sa bahay namin.
Should you tell your mother? Okay, aside from Thursday, when was the last time before that?
Yung huling uwi niya pa.
When was this?
Which
give
was
me a
like 2
year.
years ago?
19? 19 pa ako nun.
Okay, so 4 years ago.
Oh, 4 years.
What to do? Okay. What do you feel about it? Like, how do you
I
feel
wanted
about
to
it?
ask you that. Like, how
Yeah.
do you feel? Because you actually you don't sound very distressed or
Well, I think because she's been doing it,
Yeah.
since he was
Kasi
young. So.
ginawa niya lang ulit recently.
Yeah. So how do you feel about
Natatakot
it?
lang
Do you
ako baka
feel?
maulit.
Yeah. Do you feel? Are you afraid of her? Do you feel
Yeah.
angry? Are you? Do you feel like you've been
confused? Like,
molested?
yeah.
What's
Ngayon,
going on in your head?
nagsisimula na ngayon kasi parang natatakot na ako bakit hanggang ngayong pagtanda ko ginagawa niya. Kasi dati parang naintindihan ko, na-appreciate ko pa na baka chinecheck niya, na binata na ba ako, parang ganon.
Okay.
Ngayon, ewan ko kung bakit ginagawa niya pa din. For good na siyang nandito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. Listen, Rodel, it doesn't matter whether it's for good or if she was there temporarily.
No, I
You're
guess
being
what he's
molested,
trying to
so-
say is it's going to happen more often now that she's
Right.
in the country. Yeah.
If I were you, I would talk to a counselor, a therapist, to really kind of get to the bottom of this, because it's still a crime, obviously. Do you want to see your mom in jail for it is a question. Obviously, also staying in the house, can you still live with her? You shouldn't be living with her, but are you still willing to do that? I mean, there are a lot, because here's the thing about the parents, okay? Yeah. When your dad does something wrong to you, of course it's disappointing. Okay, let's get back to, here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
There are a lot of families out there that have no fathers, single mothers, right? And when there's no father in the household, you're going to see the children, it's going to affect the children in different ways. Like, girls, you'll see it in them. They tend to get a little fucked up when there's no father issue, when there's a father issue. But when there's no mother and it's the mother that leaves, the effect on the child is profound. Like, we're just so used to hearing about the father because that's the more common one.
Yeah.
But it's in the mother. If you lose that, then you're really screwed. So what is it when it comes to molestation? When the father molests the kid, it's a big deal. When it's the mother, it must be like, it must rock your world.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do about it? Are you going to put her, obviously it's a crime and she should be in jail or institutionalized, but it's your mother. The connection is so much stronger.
I also...
it becomes a very difficult...
Yeah, I also want to say this because it's different if we were like in the States. It's just so different in the Philippines, one, because the way we treat like the mother as like, it's very, it's so taboo in the sense that, well, for one, when you were saying, Mo, you should see a therapist. Let's be honest. In our country, we have no support groups. There are no hotlines for these things. The closest thing that can resemble a therapist, although it's more on the religious side, is honestly just your parish
but
priest.
no, that's not necessarily true. Well, yeah, you're fine. They're not going to be hotlines for moms, molesting kids, but there's definitely therapists out there that you can talk to about this.
Oh, for
And
sure
if you
there
don't
are.
wanna-
It's just not
if you don't
easily,
want to go the calling the police part, because it's a very difficult decision to make. You have a mother. If it's a father, put that fucker in jail. If it's a mother, she still needs to be in jail. But shit, wait a minute, time out. It's my mom. So I really think, Rodel here, you have to see a psychologist and let's figure out, because there's going to be effects. There's going to be something that's going to affect you. This has been happening since you were a child. Try to pick his brain and allow him to pick your brain about how much of it has carried over with you and what to do about it. Because you said clearly you don't want your mom in jail. Yeah, go.
Kasi okay naman kasing relationship namin. Tapos okay naman siya kapag kaming dalawa lang, kapag nagmumol kami. Yun lang talaga yung ginagawa niya. Tapos yun nga, ayoko magsumbong kasi nga ngayon ko lang siya nakasama.
Of course,
tapos, parang,
of course.
Yun nga.
Right, and that's the delicate part of the thing is like, why would you want to see your mom in trouble for this? But she should be.
Yeah,
So
and you feel
the
like
only
it's your
thing-
fault. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he feels like it's his fault, and let's not tell him what he feels. But my thing is, why not then go to a psychologist and figure out, in fact, then what he feels about it? There is going to be an effect. There are effects. If I were you, I would definitely get out of the house. And you're 23, rent your own place, get out. I don't think you should be there. Does that mean ruining your relationship with your mom? Not necessarily. It just means at least distancing yourself from her and figuring it out how much this has affected you through the years. We don't know. We can't say.
Although,
and that's something that a professional, I think, needs to go and look
can
at.
I make a suggestion as well? Although all those points of suggestions are very, are very practical. Like it's the best thing to do. Why not try first as an initial? Let's say the next time she does it. Kasi you just shared right now that your relationship is pretty okay. When you go to the mall together, it seems like you guys can actually talk to each other. And like you said, you don't want her to go to jail or whatnot, because finally, after so long, you're actually going to get to spend all this time with her, right? So have you ever consider that maybe the next time if she does it, or not necessarily wait for her to do it again, but to talk to her and do it in a very sly way na parang, Mom, I've just been wondering, like, you've been doing this thing. I don't know, but somewhere along the lines of not necessarily to accuse her, but just say, I've just been wondering, like, you always do this thing when we were kids, and then now you're still doing it, and I admit it's kind of making me a little uncomfortable.
I don't know about that.
Really? I would like to think
confused because you're talking about a child molester here, and I'm sorry, Rodel, your mom is, and a casual, hey, listen,
or something, just give her something. I mean, before just leaving her in the dark, like what happened, at least to try to at least talk to her first.
Females, you guys want to be treated equally? If you want to be treated equally, women, we should shoot this lady. But it's not that way. Reality doesn't make it that way. I'm having a hard time talking to you, Rodel, because number one on my list, first and foremost, is your mother is a child molester. Period. I don't give a fuck on gender, age, OFW or not, or whatever. Your mom puts her hands on the genitalia of little boys, and worse, her own little boy. That is bad news, period. But I understand, being Filipino and the culture that we are,
Yes.
the worst thing you can do is put your mom in fucking jail. I mean, like, right? So
Exactly.
how do we find the balance between the two things? Well, it starts with getting away from your mother so she doesn't feel like she can victimize you whenever she feels like it, even at 23 years old. Number 2, talking to a psychologist and figuring out what are some of the effects that you have that has manifested in your adult life that you got from these episodes that started when you were young.
Because
And
they
number
might
3,
not show up now, but they might when you have your own
I'm
kids or
sure
your
they
your
show
wife.
up now.
Yeah.
No, they show
Or
up
yeah,
now.
like
for
he
sure.
doesn't realize it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna find out. And then 3, what are you gonna do? Now you talk to a professional. What are we gonna do? But at least you're out of the house. I think it starts there, and then figure out what to do. Okay. Those 2 steps are super, super important. Get out, get your own place. You're an adult, get a job, whatever. Even if it's nearby the house. And number 2, talk to someone about it, and let's get some professional help here.
Oh, no.
Thanks for the call, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I was
We
just
gotta
going
go
to
anyway.
say, I'm sure he's going to download this, but, I do a lot of reading on pedophiles, and the one thing that...
Why?
No, I wanted to be a criminal profiler, right? I
Okay,
wanted
fair
to
enough.
be a...
Do you watch the show Blacklist?
It's, for me, Sherlock, it reminds me of Hannibal.
No, but the Blacklist, yeah, it's super.
Yeah,
Hannibal.
it
But, I mean,
reminds
she's
me.
a
So
profiler.
it's kind of like, whatever.
And it's network TV. Network TV.
I've seen like an episode and a half, and I got bored. So, but anyway, I was gonna say that I read up on a lot of these things, and I like forensic anthropology and all those things. And if there's one thing that they say has no cure, it's pedophilia. Like they have been trying to find ways to circuit the brain or whatever, and that's why in a lot of jailhouses, or what do you call those big
prisons.
I'm sorry. A lot of prisons all over the world, they have just one area just for child offenders, and a lot of these places, the ones that have money for these institutions, they're actually really nice. Like they have like a park there's a recreational park. There's
So wait,
arts
the
and
point
crafts.
is, you think that she should be there?
No, what I'm saying is that what she has is a real sickness that because I'm sure he's looking at it as she's my mom, and he has to try now to look beyond it and see it as my mom is sick and she needs help, and I want to help her.
Well, that's what I look at it as. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. First and foremost, it's your mom is a child molester. Now, while on Thursday she didn't child molest, she has been molesting you since you were a child. So that needs to be addressed.
Here's my
definitely.
worry.
And
My worry, because she was saying that he was saying that she works abroad and all these things. Like, how do we know that she didn't actually do this to other kids? I don't know, but it's
of course. Again, but that's why.
Yeah.
And it's how do we stop her from doing it down the line to other
Exactly.
children? Whether it be your own kids, Rodel, one day, or if you guys live in your tito's house, there might be little fucking runts running around there right now. So, again, has to be addressed. Can't be disregarded. Can't be, oh, my mom only does this to me. You have to assume that there might be a bunch of other kids out there. So for that, I think she belongs in jail. Let's go to Asia, 21 years old, Quezon City. Hi, Asia. Line 6. What's up, baby? Asia.
Yes, hi.
Hi. How are you? Welcome to the show. This here is Bianca Valerio.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello.
Asia.
I'm really speechless right now.
Why is that? What's going on?
So I have this tiny problem right now. So I think I have this, can I call it like a disease? Because I really like older guys. And
Well, first of all, I don't think that's a disease, but let's.
Yeah.
How much older?
I like guys 35 and above.
Oh,
How young are you again?
Is,
36.
I'm 21.
Yeah. You call it a disease. We call it jackpot. Us 35-year-olds.
You are such a dick.
It's true.
Well, okay, fine. Yeah.
Fucking 21-year-old wants to bone me? Fuck yeah. Where are you? Where are you at? Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
sure. That's what I call it jackpot.
The thing is, I think it's a disease or a mental illness because I like to do Christian Grey stuff. In short, I like BDSM.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Happy,
I like
joy, joy.
being tied up.
Do you have daddy issues?
Yeah, where is your
I'm
dad?
sorry?
How old were you when your dad left?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
gone from the
5,
beginning.
I think.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what's the question?
Yeah, what's the question?
Mm-hmm.
What's the
What's the
question,
question,
my dear?
Asia?
So my question is, should I seek for medical help? Like, do I need to go to a psychiatrist or something like that? Because honestly, I think I'm a masochist.
Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah, like when you're talking about things like, well, first of all, you have the obvious issue, which is absentee father, abandoned father. So that on its own already kind of merits a little trip to just to a therapist and talk about what's going on. I mean, again, it doesn't mean at all you're crazy. It's just, hey, listen, I got to talk about it. And
Did you
talk
ever
about this.
experience any abuse when you were young?
No, I'm not abused when I'm young. When I'm younger.
Okay, just asking. Because usually in some cases, I'm not saying all. Like in your case, you are more attracted to an older partner or an older whatever. It usually means because older men represent strength, wisdom. Like you're saying, you have an absentee father, and usually a man like that represents what you would have wanted. Let's say an ideal partner.
Yeah, totally.
What your dad is. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be that's about right.
Yeah.
And are these men married that you're sleeping with? I'm assuming some of them are married. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes.
To be honest with you, I just want to share. One time I got associated with this guy. He's like 40 years old. He's my manager, and I confided him what's happening right now. So I told him that should I seek for medical assistance because I'm having these issues. And then I think he took advantage of me.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah,
All right.
when it comes to S&M, sadism, masochism, like for those of you, I'm just saying for those of you who don't know, sadism is when you like to inflict pain on other people and it turns you on, and masochism is when it's inflicted on you. So our caller is saying that she is a masochist. That means
I want to ask you, Bianca, is there a little masochism in you with the whole pierced nipples?
I'm sure there's that, which is what I was going to get to my point. I was going to say that I this is my personal opinion. I think that everybody in this world has that little thing where our need for excitement in a sexual way can have a little bit of S&M in it, but it will come to a point where there's a level of it's not healthy anymore. If
I
you're
disagree.
talking about,
I don't think all of us do. I certainly don't. I don't like smacking ass when having sex. I don't enjoy
that's why
it.
I said some.
I'm not saying that it's not normal.
Well, yeah.
It's not.
I mean, for some people, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's not-
maybe my piercings is a sign of it, masochism. I don't know, but all I'm saying is for some people.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for some people, it's still a sign that it's not out of control. It's not out of the ordinary. But in some cases, like what you're saying is very like 50 Shades of Grey. Then maybe it's a little more cause of concern. So if you're asking if you want to,
here's my thing though.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's anything, whether it be this problem or another problem or any issue. It doesn't even have to be a problem. Anytime, for whatever reason, you feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, you talk to somebody about it. Always. And especially in this, where you have, again, let's enumerate, you have the absentee father, you are sleeping with married men. Let's remove the age. It's the fact that some of them are taking advantage of you and that they're already in relationships and you look, for example, to your manager, you were looking for someone to help you and to talk to you, and that's the issue. If you don't talk to a professional, you know what's going to happen? They're going to end up with their dick in your mouth. That's why the professional part is so important, because you have this girl seeking some sort of counseling from someone they look up to,
A validation.
and that guy ends up fucking her.
Yes.
That's the danger of not. Even with professionals, sometimes it's dangerous. But, you know, you can almost assume if you're going to look for someone to talk to, those are the ones people to talk to, okay? So you look for a psychologist, you talk to them about all of your issues, and you get to the bottom of why you behave this way.
It's not
necessarily wrong. Yeah, it's certainly not I don't think it's a disease. And it's not necessarily wrong, but there are issues there where you think, I can sleep with a married man. Obviously, that's not a good idea. So let's go ahead, get some professional help. This is going to take time, love. Yeah. It's not a 2-week thing. It's not a 1-month thing. Sometimes it takes years.
Yeah.
But at least you end up having a better life. The quality of life starts to improve, Asia. And at 21 years old, which you are, you look back and you go, shit, I've had a shitty life, huh? I mean, fucking dad wasn't around. I mean, you can almost assume that, you know, your enjoyment, which is to get hurt, is a shitty, you know, it's a pretty shitty life. You can always fix it. And the road to fixing it is getting some professional help.
Cause the thing is, you're saying it's a disease. It's, to be technical, if you really want to know, like sadism, masochism, all these things, they're called sexual disorders. So from the word disorder, it just means that there's an imbalance right now that you have inward, you know, there's something deep seated there that needs to be to restore the balance, basically. And it has a lot to do with self-love. So the moment that, and your therapist is going to be able to help you sift through all those issues so that you can restore that balance inside, subconsciously.
All right. So in summary, yes, go see somebody and don't see people who seem smart. Oh, he seems smart. I'll ask him. He'll end up fucking you.
Yeah.
They smell it out. Asia, you're dealing with men here, and men are like predators. And you know what you are? You're that wounded animal walking around in the jungle.
They're hungry for that affection.
We're gonna jump all over you and just come on your neck. Okay.
Mo!
Okay, so I'll speak for a psychiatrist that I can talk to.
Psychologist.
Let's start with psychologist.
A psychologist.
Yeah, therapist. Okay. All right, baby. Get in line with the guy whose mom is molesting him. You both of you. You'll do the 11 o'clock and molestation on the dick is 12. Okay. All right, baby. Come on, Asia. Come on. So let's get a good life going here. I mean, you're promising. You sound smart. You sound good looking. You know, you sound like there's good stuff in you.
You have the world to conquer. It's not just Asia. You got Europe and everything.
Yeah, you're 21. It's good stuff, man. You'll be fine. All right.
Just saying. Okay.
Just get on the right page here. All right, baby. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, you know, for those people, I used to get confused about psychologists and psychiatrists. Psychologist is the one, you know, like the ones you see in the movie. You're sitting down in a couch.
Yeah, right, on the couch.
And it's just basically, it's all talking. The therapy is in the talking.
Psychiatrist is the one with medication. Who has the guys who have strapped you to the bed.
Who strap you down with those like shock therapy and who give you medication. Exactly.
Yeah, well, not necessarily all the time, but yes, that's the difference.
You just had to do that and they will come on your neck.
Sir, I'm not feeling well. Can I go home early? Why? How can I help you? Is there a problem? Yes, sir. May problems a house. Oh, well, come into my office. Sit down.
No.
You know, the well-being of my employees are so important to me because happy employees equals a happy business and a good business and a profitable business. So it's important to make sure that my employees are okay. Are you having problems? Yes, sir. Kasi, sir, I'm just kind of medyo sad. Really? Okay, well, why don't you come over here and sit on my happy dick? Because my semen is a natural, what do you call it? Endorphin. And I'll go ahead and fix that for you. Come on over here.
You are a sicko.
Yeah. That is overtime. This is time and a half. And the half is going to be in your pussy right now. Come over here. Yeah, thank you. That's what happens when you fucking talk to these guys.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
That's right.
Oh, I will add to that. Yeah. You know, you were just saying that this person took advantage of Asia in a way, like
sure.
I wouldn't say molested her, but I guess took advantage of her, right?
Yeah. He sees
so
an opportunity to
you,
fuck. Sure.
you guys also have to understand if you ever find yourself in this situation, like a lot of molesters are people you actually trust, especially pedophiles. A lot of people think it's people who just attack you like you're in some dark alley or whatnot, but those are people like who ambush attack you. That's a different type of crime.
Okay, but my thing is this. How about this? When you're not 18 years old.
Yeah.
Any guy that tries to fuck you is a molester. But once you're 18 and you're damaged goods, what does it make us? Because obviously I've had sex with girls that I know have had rough upbringings.
Yeah.
And, I mean, come on, guilty as charged, obviously. Mm-hmm. But is it our fault that if I see a girl who because I know, because I do this show.
For you.
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at her, she's damaged goods. You know that there's family issues there, which also in my mind means I could probably fuck this girl in a few days or today. And then I will go ahead and then, in fact, have sex with her because we know it's easy pickings. Is that wrong for us?
You don't need to work for it, basically.
Yeah, is it wrong for? Of course not, right? I mean, it's bad. It's good. It's bad, but it's
a double-edged sword. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not?
Yeah. Why not? Love it.
Well, no,
I get it. I get it.
Am I to blame?
True. Which is why, I mean, for girls...
Salad, get over here. Real quick.
Who?
Pico, sorry.
Sorry, it's a new
Salad?
Nickname Salad.
His name is Salad?
Story. Yeah, we'll tell you later why. We'll tell you later in a little bit. When we come back from the commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay, Pico. Can you tell me then, with any kind of story, you have slept with girls casually who you know have family issues, and the fact that you knew that they had family issues means you knew you were going to get them naked in the bedroom.
Yes.
Over 18, of course.
In other words, they're very vulnerable.
Right. And you've taken advantage of this wonderful opportunity, yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. Does that make you a bad person?
It does not mean you're not a wonderful person, Pico.
That was nice.
Yeah, it just makes you a bad podcast technician.
If Rafaela is still listening to this, it does not discount your amazing
So what does
qualities.
it make us guys? So what does it make us guys who jump at these opportunities and see this and you know, attack?
No, but that is exactly why, coming from a girl's perspective, there are actually some girls who one of the two, they enjoy it because they think they're being rescued by guys like you because they can't discern well.
No.
Or this is exactly why girls like Asia really need to address it and get help so that they can avoid douchebags like you.
Does it make us a douchebag?
Or taking advantagers like you.
And you, hot chicks who have boyfriends who are really wealthy or, you know, starlets that date politicians and Chinese businessmen, you're not taking advantage of the combination of good looks and wealth?
Are you talking to me?
No, just talking about all girls.
I wouldn't know how to answer that. But no, I'm just saying,
true.
it has its pros
this is the
and
equivalent.
cons.
All right, fine. You hot chicks, you want to sleep with old businessmen? Guess what? I'm going to fuck your damaged sister.
So you would think that's the parallel of it. That's a good point. That's sort of like you would ask, what is the parallel of that on the opposite sex?
You're a gold digger, and I fuck kids from broken homes. What are you going to do? Taking a break. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny. But
wait.
Have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time?
Okay, we're gonna do 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was this time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay, children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not.
We're able to verify all of these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically. Now, number 2, upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you, and this is actually. I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted. And other things, a Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The CD as well.
Then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
I was dared through Boss Man to eat a spoonful of not sugar but cinnamon. So you guys, I don't cower down to a challenge. I take them wholeheartedly and with spoonfuls. And I'm going to take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I saw this on 1,000 Ways to Die and the guy died. It was so sad. Okay, now say Chubby Bunny. I like the color of your lip. Are you here? Oh my god. She's gonna blow! You look like the Wicked Witch. So, how was your experience?
I need a raise.
Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tears off. Tears off. Anyway, John does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So, Jontis, and I'm now happy to present to you Carl Lutario. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko. Amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong pang nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na siya.
Oh my God!
Sorry, ma'am. Ito talaga.
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakapin. Dapat pala caution mo na yung pinasa natin.
Join your host Carrots Nazareno on Live Love Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Girlfriend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the show here tonight, Good Times to Know the Podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Speaking of Globe, quick announcement. Globe, our favorite, has a little bit of good news. The leading telecommunications company, Globe Telecom, showcases the Bilar National High School in Bohol as the first global Filipino school and ICT center of excellence. Now with this, let us continue to support education and encourage further collaboration to improve the public school education experience in the country through connectivity and technology. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, I guess it's good. Well, I'm looking at the time here. I think we only have time for maybe 1 or 2 calls.
Okay.
We started late today because we had a brownout, so we had to re-record everything. So we apologize that this show's a little shorter than usual. Maybe a couple calls, and then our little topic that we wanted to discuss on air. Let's see if we can squeeze all of that in the next, I think we have about 18 minutes left. So let's start with a couple calls and then topic. Nick, 15, Naga. Hi, Nick. You're on line 6. How can we help you?
Hey, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
Okay, my question is this. Do you think it's fine to throw a party like during the Christmas season, despite with what's happening to our country right now? You know?
That's really interesting because Mo and I were discussing that like before we started the show. I mean, like privately and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
It's okay to throw a party, I think, for Christmas because Christmas is a big deal for us. I mean, it is Jesus' birthday. I mean, come on, right? We celebrate it as early as September. I think we're the only country that is as ridiculous about Christmas as any other.
Yes.
So I'm cool with either or. Either you do or you don't. I know a lot of companies this year have decided to no longer do the Christmas party and just donate that money to whatever the charity or the typhoon relief, which saves them money at the same time, saves them time and all of that in planning, and is a good cause. I'm good with either or. Where are you at, Bianca?
I personally, it's the same. It's more of if you are going to have a party, let's say you want to make sure, for example, you're Kris Kringle, if you were going to have some games or in lieu of gifts, you would want to make like a Yolanda fun from all the guests. I mean, try to incorporate something from the tragic event, the current events that have happened into your party so that everyone still has that, everyone is still sort of like communing with what has happened. But at the same time, a lot of people, I see it on Twitter, I see it on Facebook, where they actually do want to continue with the parties because it's like, they still want their employees to still be able to enjoy, because some of them have their own share of problems. It's a very debatable thing. So what Mo and I were discussing earlier is, if you are going to have a party, let's say, don't be blatant about it and post everything on Facebook where we raffled off like a 42-inch TV or, things like that. Like, be more subdued about it. Be more a little sensitive to it. Like, if you're going to post photos, like maybe do it next year, like in January, where things have died down a little bit more. If you want to have the party, maybe do it something more privately.
Or, why not a hybrid of two? Like, why not have a party and then all of the raffled items goes to relief? Like,
okay, see,
then it's
something like that.
It's up to the person who wins it, the employee, to choose where they want that to go in terms of relief efforts.
Yes.
But, the common, you're going to be under the umbrella of typhoon victims. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a band and all that stuff. Then we're going to have a killer raffle, and all the raffle stuff is going to go to your choice of where you want it to send in terms of typhoon relief. So you can have the best of both worlds in a sense.
Just try and still incorporate something into your party. But, you also have to expect that you may be criticized or whatnot. So whether or not you have a party, if you have a party, you'll be criticized. If you don't have a party, you'll also be criticized. So just do...
We're about 5 weeks away from Christmas. You think there'll still be some criticism if there's some Christmas parties are thrown?
For some people, I guess it depends how hard it's really hit them, especially if they have relatives or friends that are from
because
the
you can always make the Christmas party a fundraiser. You really start incorporating all of these ideas so you can do the Christmas, have that festivities, and then the people that come over there can drop 100 pesos inside the donation box. So
I agree.
It's kind of. You're doing both. You're doing all the raffle goes to the pro. Yeah,
I agree. It's just that you have to understand there's still that niche of people who are like, must you feast and while our brother and sisters.
But you can phrase it differently. You can go Christmas party for a cause. You can just start. It's the way you present it anyway to help appease people.
You just have to be conscious
about
it.
Yeah, then if Karina Sanchez knocks you for having a Christmas party, go tell her to fuck her. Fuck a stick.
So it can work both ways.
No, I have a question here, Nick. I think this is a perfect time for us to throw in our topic.
Yeah.
Not really related to the typhoon, but it was something I brought up earlier, which is when I look at the typhoon and all that is brought to the country, it reminds me of the large amounts of corruption that goes on in the country and how, that behavior and that system, that political problem that we have, which is graft and corruption, how it affects things like this because, organization and the funding and all of that stuff gets fucked up. So my question is, would you be friends with the son or daughter of a suspected political figure who's corrupt? Like,
I'm sorry, what?
Would you be friends with a son or a daughter of a suspected corrupt politician? Could you be friends with a politician's kid
or be associated with them there?
Hang out with them, parties,
actually,
shit like that.
I had a friend once. I mean, I think it would affect the relationship of our friendship, but yeah, I mean, like I just wonder if they know what their parents or family relatives.
Well, okay. I'm assuming they do, but you personally, you can be friends with them.
That's a tough one. I mean, I have to consider. Like, I mean, I'm kind of angry with upset with what's happening right now because of the government not taking things that. I mean, they're taking it seriously, but. I don't feel it. I don't see it much that they're helping a lot. All I see are from the international help. That's all I see on TV. Like I rarely see the government even doing like hands-on. Like they're gonna go to the storm hit place and then they're just gonna survey their like people need basic needs. Like that's what they're crying for, and they're doing like a little. Like I don't see the efforts at all. It's been a week or so. So yeah, it's kind of upsetting. So maybe I won't unless I see changes, I guess, or something.
Yeah. Like, listen, we have a reputation, guys. We have a reputation.
It's really upsetting.
World renowned. We have a reputation for being an exceptionally corrupt nation.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I know maybe this kind of commentary that I'm bringing, this kind of topic I'm bringing to the table is not a very good one at this
Apt
time.
one
And
for this time,
it promotes, hate in a certain way. But fuck,
Animosity
man,
and
it's
all
realistic, man. I see the kids, they're out partying, and these are kids of fucking politicians that have stolen money. And that money that they stole affects us in all of our problems. And it's highlighted when we have something like this. So it is definitely unfair to just go ahead and say like father, like son.
Yes.
It's unfair and maybe irresponsible to even promote it. But I'm just saying, for me personally, and I only represent myself, I fucking hate it when I see my friends who are very vocal about, corruption and Napoles, make sure to go get her. Let's go, Miriam. Come on, Miriam, go get her. When Miriam was fucking all over Napoles the other week. But yet these men, they're hanging out with these fucking senators. The senators that are under question, they're hanging out with their fucking kids. And not kids 11 years old, 9, I'm talking kids 30 years old, 29, 28, who are living high lifestyle. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Like, it's very conditional.
It bothers me. So again, I don't want to build an army here and revolt against these, because obviously, not all of them probably are bad or whatever, but I'd like to see the ones that are not bad say something, and like, I'm not on the same page as my father or mother politically. And I want to be treated separately from them, instead of like, you have like a Jolo Revilla, for example, walking into the footsteps. Look at Jingoy Estrada. What is he? He's fucking stealing money. Who's his dad? Plunderer as well.
I think
what the fuck's going on here?
Because the thing is, you have to understand that there are going to be some people who only see this as like, how can Mo do that? He's just being so selfish. But I think what's happening here,
I see Juan Ponce Enriquez's kid living it up.
Oh yeah, totally.
Living it up.
What I'm trying to say is the benefit of things like this, like these discussions, is a dialogue is being made. That usually the reason why we get into all this trouble with our country is because people, like for me, the politicians right now who are trying to absolve themselves of blame, they are riding on the bandwagon of, the Filipino spirit is unwavering. It's almost like they're trying to use the people's positivity to sort of cover up for their
right. But that's not the topic here.
No, but all I'm saying is, a lot of people don't know where to begin to try and understand to which side they want to be on. But things like this, discussions like this, like the question that you asked right now, it does make them think that whether or not they agree with you or not, but at least it gets them to think and reassess.
Okay, would you hang out with Janet Napoles' daughter, who lives it up?
I admit, years ago when I was 19, I hosted the debut. I just realized
you didn't know. Listen,
I felt so guilty. Like years later, I'm like, oh my God.
Listen, Bianca, relax.
No.
You didn't know.
No.
Today, now, right now, would you?
No.
Would you hang out with Juan Ponce Enriquez's fucking daughter?
I've met her.
I see a lot of your friends do.
I've
see
met
them
her.
on Instagram.
I've met her.
I see. Would you?
She's lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Doesn't matter to me, because you're living it up. Got a pretty good life there.
I can't judge. I can't judge. But no,
Would you hang out with her today?
I try not to associate myself with certain people that I feel would. Yes. To answer your question. I mean, no. I'm saying.
You mean yes? You would not hang out with her.
Yeah,
Yes, so
exactly.
no, you wouldn't.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm sure she's lovely. Because why would my
She's
friends?
actually really
why would
funny.
my
I've
friends
met her a
hang out
couple
with her
of
if she
times.
wasn't lovely? Right? I think my friends are good people to a certain extent, but I'm sorry, no.
I guess the point of contention is if I were the kid, if I know
I would like
the
you
reputation,
to say I don't associate myself with my father's politics. That's what I want these kids to say.
or
Then
at least
you're good
they
with
would
me.
be I guess it's sort of like they're not stupid. Like you said, they're of age. If they are pretty much aware of the reputation that their parents have, or at least are actually have first-hand accounts of what they've been doing, let's say in the name of corruption, they would at least be more they would have a low profile. You know what I mean? At least makonsensya lang sila ng konti. Parang ganon. Diba?
All right, let's go to line 2, talk to Jason here. Jason, we're done with the topic, by the way. Thank you for... Again, I feel guilty a little bit putting a topic like this up because I know it's not responsible and I know it just generates hatred. But fuck, man, it's being real. I want to be realistic. I go to these fucking pictures and I can't
It's good
stand
because
it,
there are some people, Mo, who are so passive about this thing because they're just so over it.
Because their fucking kids end up getting reelected. Like, goddamn it, if Jola Revilla runs for fucking mayor of Cavite, governor of Cavite or mayor of one of the cities down there, fuck, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
No, it's still good that you come up with topics like this because there are still people who are very passionate about this. So it's a good thing.
All right. Quickly, we got to get to more of these calls and we got to get out of here. Jason 26, go. What's up, buddy? Line 2.
Hello, Mo.
Yep. Yes.
Hi,
go.
Jason.
When you ask us if we're gonna be friends or if it is okay with us to be friends with a corrupt son or a daughter of a corrupt politician, right?
That's right.
For me, it's okay, and then but not literally.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Friends, and then just friends, and then without being.
Oh, you mean like
user-friendly
acquaintances?
to them, or just using them for just being treated in a nice, fancy dinner, just to be or just. How can I say this in Tagalog?
Parang you don't want to be friends with them because they have benefits of being friends with them.
Parang what matters most to me is just in friendship lang talaga. Pero when we came up with it, parang gagamitin ko lang sila kasi kaibigan to ni ganito, ganyan, kaibigan to ni Noy Aquino or ni Jojo Marbina, apo niya to, anak niya to. Ayoko nung ganun.
Yeah, pero yung sinasabi ko lang, parang feeling ko, if I found out that I had a friend whose parents stole billions from our country, tapos titignan ko yung nangyari dun sa, halimbawa sa mga victims ng Yolanda, tapos nakita ko yung the extent of poor governance and the extent of damage and life that's being lost, I don't think I could be friends with them anymore. And I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with you. You didn't steal the money, but you know what? You're using it. And for that, I can't be friends with you. And that's unfair, but fuck it, man. That's what it is.
I guess what Jason is trying to say, kung friendship lang talaga ang pag-uusapan natin, kasi nga baka nga naman sobrang mabuti lang talaga yung tao, 'di ba? Parang bakit mo siya idadamay? Alam mo yung parang I guess he doesn't want to sacrifice that friendship if that person really is nice. But again, you also have a point.
It's difficult because obviously, like for example, let's take if this was 1947 or 1948, and can you be friends with a really good Japanese person considering all that they've done to the Philippines in that time? And then you're going to go, no, I can't be friends with any Japanese. That's wrong because you never know,
it's like saying,
right?
Germans will feel like just because I'm German means I love Hitler. Yeah, I mean, it's being unfairly
you can't say like every Japanese, raped your Lola during the comfort women age. But this is different. This is you're enjoying and you're defending the choices that your parents have made and the lives that they've taken and the fact that your father has to use the bathroom with a fucking machine gun. I mean, you know it's bad news. Like, if what Miriam said was true, in that JPE needs to have a fucking machine gun escort to use the bathroom in the Senate building alone, means that you're a bad motherfucker. I can't hang out with your kids, man.
Yeah.
Because your kids are fucking using all of that money that should have been going to honest people, and I just can't hang out with you. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to punch you in the fucking face. I'm not going to do any of those things. I just don't want to fucking hang out with you because I fucking hate your family. I think that's a legitimate stand.
I mean, it is a legitimate. It's also a very harsh stand. I mean, yeah, it's
a fucking harsh stand. But I cannot do it, and I want to know if you can. That's my question. Yeah. I'm not telling you to not do it. I'm saying I can't do it. And can you do it? If you can do it, what's your name again?
Jason.
Fucking Jason. If you can do it, then God bless you. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine, you can do it. Yeah. Godspeed. If you can do it, Bianca, fine. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Fuck that shit. All right. Now, if they're 5 years old or 7 years old, different. I'm going to treat them, as they should. We're talking about adult offspring who are fucking drinking it up, socialites
Okay,
out there.
let me ask you a
that.
question then. What
fire away.
if you
Yeah, go
break
ahead.
off this friendship? You break off this
Certainly,
friendship. And then
definitely.
what if that person comes up to you and be like, Mo, I don't understand. Like, I thought we had a good thing here.
I want to hear.
what happened?
I don't agree with the politics of my father.
So you're actually going to be upfront and honest with
Yes,
this person.
of course. Hey,
You
listen,
would
I can't
say.
do it. I can't be friends with you. It rips into my conscience because I know that the money we're spending, because I earn my money, and with the money that we're spending when we go out and watch movies and travel and go to Paris and fucking eat at this fancy restaurant, I know that that's not your money. And that's someone else's money. And when I see pictures of kids fucking floating down the stream because they drowned, I can't eat this food with you, man. I fucking want to throw up. I don't want my photo taken with you either. Because you haven't taken a stand against your fucking father.
Okay.
Now, you're not your father. I understand that. But you haven't taken a stand against what he represents. And for that, I'm sorry. We can't be friends.
Okay.
That's all.
Jason, are
Okay.
you okay?
Okay,
Jason, thanks for the call, buddy.
I know what's your name? The other DJ, besides Mo.
My name is Bianca Valerio. Hello,
Bianca Valerio.
Jason.
May I follow you on Twitter?
Yes.
You may follow me
May I
to
follow
the
you
ends of
Twitter?
the earth, my darling.
Yeah,
You can follow me
follow.
also on Instagram.
What's your Twitter? Throw it out.
Bianca_Valerio.
Okay. DJ Mo, Miss Bianca, thank you.
Oh, you're sweet.
All right. Good times, Jason.
So
Bye-bye.
cute.
All right, do we got to go? Or what's the deal? We have more calls. What are we going to do? Somebody make a business decision here.
Business
Somebody not
decision
named Pico.
talaga.
Ange, can we take one last call who's been on hold for 40 minutes, or do we really have
Pico
to go?
said no. She's gone.
All right. No, you guys
She's gone.
disconnected her.
Okay.
Good job.
Do we have a caller of the night? Because
See,
I know
can't,
who it is.
I can't be friends with these politicians, but you can you can completely just hang up on our callers. Lovely, Ange. Lovely. So the terrorist ways are rubbing off on you. I get it. Ange sitting there all innocent. I didn't do anything. Yeah, well, guess what? Guess who's planning the Christmas party for the show, for the network? Ange, right there.
Yeah, and guys, guess how many people are going to be in this Christmas party? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Heartless
If you
people
include Mo, if we can fly him here,
Sorry.
6.
All the heartless people in the booth there, they're all going to be at the party. Okay, so what's the deal here? Commercial break or goodbye? Another business decision. I know we're super over time.
Commercial break.
All right, commercial break. When we come back, commercial.
It's like
from
Pico's
the
like
commercials, that's our
God.
goodbye. Yeah. Oh, the reason why we call him salad, because I forgot what the conversation was. Somebody
Because
called and
he's
I
a
said,
mix of everything. Like,
well, no, I said,
full-bodied.
if it means, okay, it was about dick size. They said, how can we get, is this thing work to get dick bigger? And I'm like, of course not. It doesn't work. I mean, if there was a scientific finding that said, if you become vegetarian, your dick will get bigger. Pico, what are you eating tomorrow? And he goes, salad. Great answer. It's so true. So true. Let's take a break. When we come back, we will wrap it up, say our goodbyes. Good Times from the Podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it, and you should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
So when are we scheduling the Bernard Palanca forbidden questions? Because there are a ton of questions that we got to throw out there. Fucking the Gay Piolo questions, the fucking Carlos Agassi steroids question. I mean, this guy, we got to show the dick
I will
off.
tally.
You know,
I will tally the
he was fucking
scores.
celebrities. You know he was fucking celebrities. So when
He
is
was
this?
married to Rika, right?
No, he was girlfriend with Rika. He was
something,
Meryl
yeah.
Meryl Soriano.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No. But yeah, he was with her. And then didn't he date like what's her name? Desiree Del Valle. I think he was God, he was all over that too.
Because I know I'm more friends with Miko than Bernard. I mean, I'm not close to Miko, but more friends with him.
Okay, well, tell Miko, tell his brother, head over here. So, Ange, if there's anything you can do properly in this life, please get him over on the show. All right? Okay. And then you know how we always have like shots of tequila, during Forbidden Questions? It's going to be lines of cocaine because Bernard's here.
Nice. I admire the candidness.
I admire how Pico's going to edit that out in the final part of the show, right, Pico? You better, or else we're never going to get him. We can do the drug jokes after he guessed. Okay. But not before he guessed. He'll never be here. Okay, so let's get going. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Bianca, for coming back.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
I love you, Mo. I know that's really emo, but I do.
All right, damaged goods. All right, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast, was executively produced by Mohan Gulata, engineered by Miguel Alfindo, and operated by Icon Media Inc.
Special thanks to Magic 89.9. You can follow Mo on Twitter at www.twitter.com/DJ Mo Twister.
Email him at goodtimeswithmopodcast@rocketmail.com.